it doesn't bounce, it simply loses all its momentum.
Yes.
When it bounces, it loses all its momentum and gains it back, but in the opposite direction, and momentum is a vector.
Whoa.
So what represents a greater overall change?
Bounce.
Yep, when it bounces. Could be double the change. Right, for example, let's say, so here, let's say it's, we call it a downward negative. So its initial velocity just before being brought to rest is minus v. So the change in momentum, mv final, minus mv initial. It's brought to rest. So the change in momentum is just mv. Okay? So let's say here it's going at minus v just before bouncing, and after bouncing it's going at plus v. Going up positive. So here the change in momentum, mv final minus mv initial, is mv minus m times minus v, which is mv plus mv, 2mv.
What?
Compare them. Right? The bouncing ball has twice the change in momentum. Losing it and gaining it back in the opposite direction is a greater overall change than just losing it. Okay? So, if change in momentum is also equal to net force times time or impulse, which ball experiences the greater impulse?
Bounce.
The one that bounces, indeed. So there'll be a multiple choice question or two related to that kind of situation, okay? And it's talked about in the reading. So, no, and I don't mean, sometimes I get sarcastic and wacky, but there is an issue in education. Just the reality of it is, teachers are under a fair amount of pressure to help kids get into college. There's more emphasis on that than actually preparing people to succeed in college. And the evidence for that is the high rate of incoming freshmen at CSUs and UCs who can't handle freshman level, college level courses, and then they need remediation or they drop out. So, I found one of the keys to succeeding in all college classes was actually doing the reading. Okay? Carefully, methodically, repeatedly. And when I was your age, if a teacher was any good, you shouldn't have to do that. So I highly recommend, on this topic in particular, you go back in chapter 7